everyone. Welcome to Real Estate with Ryan on a Saturday edition, talking real estate. So excited to be with you guys. It is officially March 2024. Is that hard to believe? We're coming into the first quarter of the year. It's almost over. It's like a blink of an eye. 2024 is moving at rapid pace. Hope you guys are having an amazing weekend, enjoying the weather. It's all over. It's East Tennessee weather. A little bit of rain, a little bit of coldness. Before you know it, it's 70. Not sure what East Tennessee weather is going to do. It's always a surprise, kind of like Real Estate with Ryan today. Never know what you're going to get. So glad to be back with you. Super busy in the real estate market. Our office is heating up, on fire going into the spring, helping a lot of clients. I wanted to bring a great show for you today. We're talking about 2024. We know it's an election year, but we know housing affordability is at the top of everybody's conversation. Not only just housing, but everything in consuming in the market today, whether it's food, gas, groceries, building supplies. Everything that's out there is gotten out of control. So inflation's rampant, controlling and holding on the markets. But how would that affect the housing markets in 2024? Will inflation eventually catch up, and will it crash the market? We'll talk about that and so much more. Real Estate with Ryan, brand new show talking about housing affordability in 2024. Is there any end in sight? We had a survey that came out the other day that 25% of young generation is now living with parents before they can purchase a new home. These are real estate realities. The affordability is no longer there anymore. You know, years ago, and of course I'll date myself, we'll say a little real estate and say, back in the day, you're getting old when you say, hey, back in the day. That's a scary time. That's a scary time. But we're all getting older, right? We got to embrace it. Time goes by quickly, just like this year has gone by quickly. And hard to believe. I'm sure a lot of you guys or kiddos are starting t-ball or baseball, and my daughter's starting AAU, and that season just ended. And I think the more that you're active, the more you're doing it, just time goes in a blink of an eye. I know my staff has been here, that the days and weeks start kind of bleeding together. We've helped so many different people. Before we get going the show, let me do some congrats, because we got a lot of work and congrats. New homes that are on the market. I want to make sure I take care of my great clients and let them know about that. If you're looking for a great home, we've got some that are here, and we've got some that are coming in the market that you won't see anywhere. So you'll hear it right here first with Real Estate with Ryan. All right, let's talk about new listings. Got a new listing in Silver Bell Drive, a brand new lot combined. Great building lot in the Smokies. Make sure you check that out. 405 Colonial Street in Jefferson City. It's in Patriot Hills. Beautiful golf community. I'd say it's available, but we sold it 5 days on the market, right about $1 million. It was listed prior. Didn't get the marketing that we needed. 5 days, cash deal. Under contract. Congrats to them. Woodchuck Way in Seymour, 423 Woodchuck Way in Seymour. It's over 15 acres out in Sevierville. Y'all act quickly, because we've got a contract on that really, really quickly, and I think it will be pending by this weekend. But brand new listing out there. Chimney Rock Road, 2223 Chimney Rock Road in New Tazewell. Now, that's not hit the market. We got some acreage on that, 10 acres plus coming on the market, over 3,000 square feet. In just the next week, it's going to hit the market. Make sure you check that property out in Tazewell. And we got a great property, 128 Groves Park Boulevard, Oak Ridge. Owners are relocating. Congrats on new job relocation. Super excited for them. That's going to be hitting the market in days. 2233 Nations Road in Newport. Beautiful property, $1.6 million. We got almost 100 acres, custom built, infinity pool. I'm showing that later today. Make sure you check that property out. It's a beautiful property. 3830 Caitlin's Lane in Sevierville. I'm going to speed this up. We've got a lot of work we've been doing. Beautiful property out there in Sevierville. 1276 Bear Cub Way in Gatlinburg. And these gorgeous properties in Gatlinburg. Make sure you check these out. 716 Village Loop Road will be in the market next week, along with 719 Wiley Oakley Drive in Gatlinburg. Custom built. Owner never rented it. A lot of upgrades, a lot of special features. Make sure you check that property out. And we've got some offers. I'll go really, really quickly so we're not spending a lot of time on it. But we've been busy. Lunar Way in Maryville, congrats. Cabrera Drive, condo, West Knoxville, congrats. Flamingo Circle in Townsend, congrats. Dane Drive, custom-built home in Sevierville, excess of $1 million, under contract, congrats. Brookview Drive in Maynardville, under contract. Gatewood Ford, our great friend out there in Deer Lodge, under contract. Weeblow Drive, under contract in Knoxville. Elizabeth Drive, congrats. Prospect Lane in La Follette, congrats. Wiggins Road in Tellico, congrats. And Colonial Street, we talked about that, congrats. And David Neal, a new buyer, under contract. So we got more going on. As you can see, the market's kind of busy. I know we had to go through a lot, but if that tells you anything about the real estate market, we have been busy. Been doing this 24 years. And I'm not sure that I've ever been as busy as we are. And you'd say, well, Ryan, the rates are, Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac came out today that the rates just increased a little bit, and we're at a new 30-year 6.94 interest rate, so almost near 7%. What is going on? Why are you so busy? With a lot of people having 3% interest rates, why are they selling? Well, it's a combination of things, and I really don't have all the answers, but I think I can kind of pencil it down. Last year was challenging, and we're going to talk about that today a little bit in the marketplace, but the Feds have never seen more of an aggression in the marketplace to raise interest rates in such a short period. We talk about this every week. It seems like we're talking about the rapid increase of interest rates. But when you do that in the marketplace, a lot of people pull out of the marketplace. Especially we had 3% interest rates. One of the biggest challenges, finding home ownership, right? You're going to sell your house with 3% interest rate. What am I going to go buy, Ryan? Everything's so darn expensive. And that's kind of what we're talking about today. Just affordability. Let's say I'm just got married. I've got a baby on the way. Can I find anything that's even affordable? So that's been challenging. But as you know, we're going to a presidential election. And I say that because things change. And so a lot of people that sat on the sidelines last year, the Feds have signaled that they're not going to raise the rates any higher. So a lot of people that had to move or thought about moving, that put their plans on hold, well, guess what? Now they're making moves. And obviously with the presidential election, last fourth quarter of the year, as we talk about, may get a little messy. So first 3 quarters, we're almost down the first quarter. We're seeing that, that active pickup in the marketplace. So I think a lot of listing inventory that we're seeing, tons of inventory coming on the market. And when you see that comes on the market, we're seeing a lot of sales and contracts. So if you guys are out there in the marketplace, you're thinking about buying or selling, I had some great clients that we met with just the other day. In Rockwood, actually, custom built home. He's going to wait till the grass gets to a certain level and the yard's looking great. But have that conversation. Get us out to the property. So many things going in the marketplace, interest rates. What should we do, Ryan? Should I do this? Should I not do this? Should I wait? It's a great thing about us. It won't cost anything to come out there and talk to you. We'll give you an idea of what your home's value today, and not only what you need to do, and maybe what you don't need to do. Maybe timing's more important getting on the market versus waiting. So if you need us, my website's easy. It's ryancoleman.org, or you can always call us at the office at 693-SOLD, 693-SOLD, and we'll be glad to talk to you and help you any way we can. Okay, let's talk about housing market predictions 2024. What should you know? What's important? We know Fannie Mae currently are seeing home prices rise 3.2% year over year and is expected by the end of 2024. The Mortgage Banker Association believes that rise could be as much as 4.1% this year. The National Association of Realtors has also have conservative expectations, and they think only the prices will rise to 1.4. Low home inventory is a chronic problem across the U.S., and we see that here in the Knoxville market. Currently, we have about 3,800 homes on the market, and I say Knoxville DMA, guys, that means Knox County, Loudoun, Sevierville, Grange, Roane County, right? Blount County, Townsend, all these different counties. Hey, limited inventory, and that's affecting prices. This has generally kept the prices even up, and that kind of goes into our affordability. Even last year, some of the rates peaked at almost 8%. Home buying demand plummeted last year. Demand is expected to increase this year. And even so, home prices are to drop in 2024, that they won't be enough to do any kind of damage. And as we're going into the break, that's what we're thinking about. There's low inventory. A lot of people last year, what we're seeing, put their moving plans on hold, right? And then now they're jumping into the market because they're wondering, say, well, the rates aren't going any higher. What's that old saying? They're probably going to come down. And so that opportunity to enter the marketplace. And I think as a buyer, we've got an opportunity like we've not seen before, where there's actually some inventory. We're actually to put some contracts in place where they actually get accepted and have great opportunities. So housing affordability, when do we think this is going to change? As we come into the second half of the show, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about where do we see interest rates the rest of the year, what you can do about affordability, and then new buyers coming into the marketplace today. We'll know about that as well. Look, we're coming on a break. We'll be right back with the second half of Real Estate with Ryan. Stay tuned to the break.
Knoxville and East Tennessee. The region is known for its rolling hills, rivers, and lakes. There's no better place to work, live, or raise a family. Home is where your story begins. Buying or selling your home is a big decision, and you need a real estate team you can trust.
I'm Ryan Coleman with Hometown Realty, your hometown experts. Whether you're buying or selling a home, let us develop a winning game plan for you.
Hometown Realty is East Tennessee's #1 real estate group and a proud sponsor of the Vault.
I'm Ryan Coleman with Hometown Realty. The real estate market's changing every day. You need to know your home's value in today's market. Text your home address to 290-2290 for an instant, no-obligation home evaluation. That's 865-290-2290. And remember, when you're ready to sell, we have a guaranteed sale program to get you in your next home stress-free. Trust your hometown experts. We've helped thousands of people just like you. All right, we're back at it. Second half, Real Estate with Ryan. Woo, it's a busy one here in the studios. We got a lot of things going on, but so excited to be with you guys, talking about housing affordability 2024. We talked about in the first part of the show. Let's do this before we get going. I get sidetracked. We'll do our 60-second vol update, and we'll get back into the housing affordability show. All right, 60-second vol update. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Well, if you were in Thompson Bowling Arena the other day, you watched an amazing game as Tennessee beat Auburn at home. Connect went off. They had 39 points. Amazing game. Me and my father-in-law were there. We had a chance to witness it. It was packed. It was energy flowing. And the Vols pulled out a big win at home, and even had a chance to kind of see the Rick Barnes post-game show and spend a little time there. So that was great. I want you guys to understand that we got one game left, and your Hometown Realty team is going to send you to go see Kentucky, to go beat those Cats. Nothing's better than beating those Cats at home. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share to our social channels. Next week, we're going to send you lucky fans, and we've got an autographed basketball by Josiah Jordan James as well. Be a last home game for our seniors. Go out and support those guys. Lady Vols ended the other night with a big win at home as they're going to start tournament play. And that is our 60-second Vol update. March Madness right around the corner. Go Vols. Hometown Realty, proud sponsor of the Vols. Okay. So much going on right here. Fun times. It's great to be a Vol. Great to be busy. Great to be busy. I had a great client that we just sold the other day. Oh, big shout out. I want a big shout out to Mr. Carson. Mr. Carson is one of our seniors. Great gentleman. But Mr. Carson, it was a big move for him. And, it was a challenging move. We had to find him a condo. And as you guys know, that market, we talk about a housing affordability. How about our seniors in the marketplace where we're getting away from steps, things that are affordable? There just isn't anything. And so it was a very difficult market. Mr. Carson and I worked together for, and our team, it seems like going on in a year now. But we were dedicated to help him, and we just had an opportunity to close with him. And I know it was a big move, and there were some hurdles always, and had a chance to walk through with him the other day and turn his keys into him and do a little walk around. And I was kind of joking with him. I said, well, you can't say, do you own a home now or a condo? He said, yes, I do. I do own one. So super congrats to him and our great seniors that we help on these big moves. Sometimes it's their last move that they're thinking about, and it's a big decision. So when you're thinking about buying or selling, you need somebody in your corner. You're not pushing a sale, you're pushing relationships. And it was one of the probably biggest compliments we had. He said, Ryan, we family. And I said, oh, man, we are family, Mr. Carson. So we appreciate that, and my team appreciates that. Although it was a little bit of work, is super excited to see you in your condo feeling like a job well done and you're happy. So that's what we aim to do. Going back on housing affordability and kind of talking about what we were talking about in the show, we know that the NAR Association of Realtors says that the rates are going to be targeted somewhere in the 6% range for the home buying season. And so whether mortgage rates actually trend down in 2024 really depends on the Federal Reserve takes against inflation. Maybe, this is just a real estate with Ryan note, maybe to curb inflation, you stop spending money. Just a thought. I mean, maybe that will help. I don't know. Just a thought, maybe stop spending so much money, giving it away. But we'll save that for a different show. But anyway, the Fed has indicated that they're cutting the federal fund rate this year, which would remove a lot of upward pressure off the mortgage rates. It would allow them to fall more substantially. But inflation has remained a bit higher than expected in recent months. So we might have to wait longer for a Fed rate cut, which means mortgage rates might not fall in the time for peak home buying season. And how would that affect the market? Well, obviously at 8% interest rates, that's never affordable. I was listening to an article when I was coming in, kind of preparing for the show, and Realtor.com did a survey, and they said even if rates were 8%, that wouldn't stop buyers entering in the market. We saw the reverse a little bit of that last year, combination not knowing when they were going to stop the rate cuts. But look at the affordability. And we're talking about in the first part of the show, what is affordable? That $250,000 house, which was a median entry-level buyer in East Tennessee, it was a great opportunity to get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, nice yard, good location. Maybe it needs a little TLC, but movable, right? Probably could get an FHA loan or a VA loan on it. But now, anything in $250,000, it's non-existent. And then that is the housing affordability. So whether you're on a fixed income budget or you're like our brand new newbies to the market, and like we said in the first half, 25% are living with parents because they just can't afford not only to save up for the down payment, but the pricing. I'm working with a great client right now, and we're going over the numbers, and numbers in the price range we're at, it's $2,500 mortgage payment, and that's taxes, insurance. And if you look what $2,500 buys you today versus several years ago, it's a big change. And so budgeting as 2024 will be key. Still, regardless of the interest rates, the number one thing that you're going to want to do in today's market is first get with a great agent. That's why we do this show. And this isn't just me promotion for me. I've got great colleagues out there, and we do a lot of deals with different agents. And I'm a strong supporter of having a great agent in your corner. Whether it's us, we always like to interview for the job, or another agent. I'm a strong believer in that. Because when you have a great agent in your corner, you've got an advocate. And as the market changes, nothing can get more scary than making your next purchase where the market's changing. Or like Mr. Carson, closing, not knowing where to go. But he trusted in us. He said, hey, Ryan, you got our back. And that means a lot, right? Because it can get scary. You can get nervous. And before you know it, you let your fears and emotions take over, and then you pull back from that big move. We had a great sale that went under contract, excess of probably $1.3 million. It was listed for 6 months with another agent. We turned around and sold it in less than 40. But that's not the story. The buyers loved the property. Went through the inspections. Everything went well. Did the appraisal. They send the inspection over, and before you know it, they asked for maybe one item. It was very minute. But the inspector put that the home did not have a real chimney. So it was a typo, mistake. Well, my seller's in the business. He's a contractor. And so he says, well, I don't believe anything this inspector says. We deal with them all the time, and they're not worth the money you pay. So he started going on a long rant. Short story is we almost lose a deal over a couple $100. So emotions come involved. They get there, right? And so having a great agent in your corner hopefully takes a lot of that emotion out. It's a big move too. This is a second home. It was a custom built home. They put their blood, sweat, and tears there. And probably really, when we get down to it, A lot of people are making moves, whether they're buying, selling, a second home they didn't want to do and sell, but they're doing it for a combination of reasons. So understand that this is an emotional time with a lot of things going on. Not to forget, we've got kiddos, parents, elderly, our grandparents getting older, they're having health issues. So many things going on in the marketplace and in your home that makes it easy for tempers to go up high and lose focus of why you're making that move. So keep that in mind when you're moving forward this year, that get with your agent. Let them work with you. Kind of keep the emotions out of that. Where do we see housing affordability as we kind of round down to the end of the show? No one has a crystal ball, but if the demand were to plummet, home prices could start falling. A severe recession could cause that to happen. But even with a recession, it's not given that the housing market would crash. So more than likely, the prices are here for a while. We're going to have to save for down payments. We're going to have to be smarter with our budgets. We're going to have value added. Sellers, we have to understand that affordability is a key factor, and that pricing our home at extraordinary levels that the market won't do it may extend your home on the market for a while or may not sell because of your price. And buyers, we have to understand that affordability, we need to look within our budget and also be careful on our offers that make sense to the seller, that we're not asking too much. One of the biggest things as we move into the hottest part of the market and closing out this show, get with your lender on the front end. If we're buying now, so many variables as the interest rates change, closing cost, taxes included, mortgage insurance. Get with your lender, have that consult. It will make the most important decision as you move forward to make an offer. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed Real Estate with Ryan. We love being with you every weekend. Hope to see you next weekend, Real Estate with Ryan. You guys enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you next weekend.